What's up, everybody? Um, Today I'm gonna be just giving you a quick trap drum tutorial. Simple enough. So I have this loop chopped up that whatever 51 sent me. Well, he didn't send it to me, I found it, but yeah, I got this already organized out. It's actually a little bit too long. But yeah, let's get into it. So all of these loops are just in A sharp. Okay, well that's not a very good example, but yeah, it's all in A sharp. Like that's the root note for everything. So that's what we're gonna be working with. Now, first thing is sound selection. This is arguably the most important part. I'm gonna be using the Nuke Kit by DJ Smokey. It's a good hi-hat. Might switch into some other kits if I need to. So, this is the most basic drum pattern that people usually come up with. Kick on the 1, clap on the 3 and the 7. Or if you're doing it in halftime, so below 120 beats per minute, it's going to be kick on the 1, clap on the 2 and 4. But we're in 148 right now, so we're not going to be doing that. And that's how that sounds. Now, another key thing with trap drums is the two-step hi-hat pattern, like this. Okay, if that happens, go into your sampler and make sure use loop points is off. And I'm actually going to check that for everything real quick, but it looks like the hi-hats was only one, so this is what that sounds like. But as you could probably tell, that sounds extremely repetitive, and we don't want that going on throughout just the whole song. So I'm at a couple of switches. This right here is called a roll, and this is probably the most important part of trap drums. Now you can make these a lot finer by, or not necessarily finer, but words elude me, but press Alt U to open up the chopper. There's gonna be a little knob, um, and that'll just change how fine like that, And because these are layered, I'm gonna actually take them a little bit down. So I'm gonna take this one out too, just because the clap pattern is so basic, you can really just repeat it. Maybe add a little switch up in the second bar. And here's a good rule of thumb. If you want a more experimental drum pattern, try and keep the first half relatively normal, and the second half, that's where you go crazy. Oh, and another thing you can do, if you want triplet rolls, you go up to this little magnet right here, and there's gonna be a bunch of different step marks. Go to either 1/3 or 1/6. I'm going on 1/3. fading out the velocity can also give it a different type of tonality. One's a little bit short for the demonstration, but you get the idea. Now, the triplet flow is something very common in trap hi-hat patterns. Let me just switch back to that. So what that is 1, 2, 3. That triplet flow. It's 3 notes in a 4-bar pattern. With the kick, I don't like doing anything too complicated. I keep it simple most of the time. And something else you can do with the drums is play with the velocity to add ghost notes is what they're called, and that'll add even more rhythm. Like that. Here's another tip for the hi-hats. If you slide the out fader up a bit, makes it a lot punchier. I think I have chat on screen, but whatever. To the 808s. I think I'm just gonna use the Spins 808. Now to tune this, you're gonna press Control E and that'll open up this program called Edison inside of FL Studio. Go to this little pin right here. There will be a drop down menu and you'll want to click Detect Pitch Regions. And up here you'll see it says C2. Now we can go over here and do this, everything all the way down except for the hold. And that just makes it stop playing when we stop playing it. Opposed to if I had the envelope off. No, it'll just keep going. And we don't want that. Now, A sharp, yeah. You want to turn the velocity all the way up on the 808s to make it hit harder, by the way. Right now I'm just doing the same triplet flow I was doing earlier. this is that sometimes it might get out of tune just because of how time stretching works. So what you're gonna want to do is go to this control right here, and there should be one that says note fine pitch at the very bottom of the left corner. Uh, you're gonna want to fuck with that. But this sounds pretty good. Yeah, that sounds alright. So I'm not gonna bother with that, because to be honest, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I think that should. Oh yeah, I forgot perks. Now, perks is short for percussion, and it's just like anything that's not one of these. So think, rim shots, bells, chimes, stuff like that. What I'm actually gonna do first is, yeah, there we go. Create open hat pattern to add some variety later on in the beat, but that'll become more apparent when we get into arranging it. Now perks you can really just throw anywhere. This is basically like ear candy, just a little last step to spice up the beat a little bit. And make sure the loop points are off. Honestly, just loop that. Split by channel, and we're just gonna drag everything in here. Hi-hat pattern unique because this is going to be playing at the same time that the open hat is playing, so I just want to kind of keep it as two-steppy as possible, not get too complex, otherwise that can be overstimulating. Cutting them up randomly so that the song doesn't get too crowded. There you go. Now you know how to make trap drums. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll try to respond to as many as I can. Hope I'll see you next time. I'm actually gonna upload this beat up on YouTube later, so check that if you want to. Peace out. Fuck.
It's been a very strange day.
I don't believe in human rights.
Oh damn, I'm still streaming.